Hello, welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm Roadkill, and today we are going to be flying over the Badlands in the Black Square Baron Professional. We're going to be taking off from Wall Municipal and see if we can find the Badlands. So I guess we can do that. Let's get to the intro and we'll start this bad boy up. Let's see, we need my mouse to work. It always does this. It always does this for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, I'm just making sure my peripherals are functioning. So they are. Let's get rid of the yoke here. Go full throttle there, full throttle there. Let's get this thing fired up. Alright. Why is that? That's not working. Interesting. Okay. We'll see what happens. Let's get the fuel pump running. Come on. All right. Right engine started. We'll get the left engine running. Hopefully. Definitely can tell the fuel pressure is higher here in, what is it, South Dakota that we're at? Than in Montana. I'm guessing that's due to altitude. Normally I'm hitting about 5 PSI. When I'm starting up, so definitely different due to altitude. That's pretty cool. All right, I have a flight plan here, just a generic one, just to help me. I think I'm going to be flying towards the Badlands. I used ChatGPT to help me out, so we'll see if that helped or not. And landing lights. We're probably going to need the cow flaps open here. Let me get centered here a little better. And we're gonna chop this guy up into little bitty pieces. Where is the runway? There it is. Wants me to drive through these aircraft here without crashing, huh? And looks like this is the end of the runway here, so we'll taxi on down to here. See what we can see. Give us a little notch of flaps here. Having trouble keeping it straight today. All right, let's get a move on. We are off and running. Gear up. I am flying live weather, live time. to throw our props down. 25, and then we'll throw the mixture. About halfway, and then we'll throttle back a little bit. And we can close the cowl flaps, and the landing lights can go off. All right, let's take a left here and see if we can find the Badlands. Not sure why the props aren't synchronizing. Gear up, everything's good. We're flying in the direction that we need to go, and I think I might see what I'm looking for directly ahead of us. I tell you what, this definitely has a little bit different handling. Usually I'm tapped out on the throttle here with where the throttle's at, full throttle. It's usually in the red in Montana, but here I have some pretty decent manifold pressure. Interesting. And I can gain speed faster here, so I do believe the altitude does affect this aircraft quite a bit, which is really cool. You don't find that much difference in other aircraft, and this definitely runs differently here. Starts different, runs different, so that is really cool. All right, we have found the Badlands, it seems. Just gonna check out some of these formations here. We're gonna follow the line down to where it shows there on the map. But I want to kind of fly over here. I'm not seeing much over here, but over here I'm seeing a bunch of cool formations. In fact, I should have flown my helicopter, but I wanted to fly the Baron and give it a shot at sightseeing. See if there's any animals down here. I wouldn't think there would be, but you never know. Yeah, this is really cool. This is what I was looking for here. Take an outside look as I fly over. This plateau. Very cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. I'm glad I decided to check this out here. I think I'm gonna have to come back in a helicopter just to check this out, because this is really, really cool. Definitely worth coming back here in a helicopter and checking out the sights a little bit closer. Hey, that's a cool little landing strip there. I'd have to try landing on that. I'm gonna try landing on that. I'm gonna go over here. See how bumpy it is. It'd be more smart to land down there, but that's cool up there, so I'm gonna try to land on that plateau. Just for shits and giggles. Let's get our cow flaps open, mixture up, props up. We're gonna throw some flaps down. Some gear down. Cut back around this way. See how this bad boy lands here. Landing in the Badlands, the Black Square Barren. As long as there's no boulders in the way here. This doesn't look too level here. We're gonna do it anyways. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Well, shoot. That didn't work out too well, but it sure is pretty up here. See if we can take off. We might be able to. We just gotta keep her from crashing. Let's go. Let's go. Heck yeah, we're in the air now. We might have some damage to the bottom of our aircraft, but we are in the air. Flaps up, gear up. We're gonna continue our sightseeing mission here. Cow flaps are closed. And we're gonna continue on to where our destination is. Well, part of our destination we're not even at our halfway point, but that's okay. Kind of want to see what it looks like with some different time here, so I'm gonna do a little cheating here. Bring up some sunrise. Well, maybe not sunrise. Let's try sunset. Where is sunset? Sunset's over here. I guess that was sunset. Let's see what sunrise looks like. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Hey! I didn't say you could move. I guess the weather changed on me. The cloud cover changed. There, that's pretty. We'll do that. I wanted the sun hitting the cliff sides there, but it just didn't want to work for me. It worked for a little bit. This is pretty out here. Desolate though, I wouldn't want to be stuck out here. Let's do a nosedive here, see if we can kick up some dirt. Nope. Wow, that's really cool. All right, looks like we have an animal over here. What is this? What is it? There's a car. What was that? It like disappeared. It's a chupacabra. Here's another one here. Is that a car? Those cars, what are they? Oh, they're lights, okay. Just lights, okay. That's what I'm looking at there. Wow, these get pretty impressive over here. Man, I need a helicopter. I'm coming back in that helicopter for sure. This is awesome. just about to our destination, to where we're gonna turn back around and head towards Phillips, I think it's called. And I just looked at the map and put a waypoint down to where it looked like there were some pretty cool ground formations, and I did a good job at finding them, because this is really cool. We got the sunrise coming up. This is beautiful. Desolate but beautiful at the same time. Let's check this out over here. That looks really cool. Looks like a city. City of Rocks. Very interesting. All right, I am going to turn back around and head towards our final destination. Just kind of loop back over this way. And see what we can see. Unfortunately, the clouds are covering up the sun. I still have the live weather on, so I guess I could customize the weather, but I'm just going to keep it the way it is and go from where we're at to there, and hopefully the sun peeks through the clouds and gives us a nice light show on the way to our destination. Hitting a little bit of turbulence there. Yeah, a little bit bouncy. That's for sure. I'm not sure if I have an ETA. I do have a distance. I'm sure there's a way to figure that out, but I'm not going to do that right now. We're going to take an outside look. Continue flying. I'm flying stick and rudder, so it's a little hard to fly backwards. I love this airplane. It's such a good airplane. Definitely interested in checking out the Commander 114 by Black Square. That looks like it would be fun to fly. I've got the what's the other one? I got the Baron with the Bonanza. I think it's the Bonanza, but it came in a dual, like a pack. So I got two for pretty cheap because I think I bought them on sale actually. So I got a really good deal on this airplane with the Bonanza pack. And that plane's fun to fly too. I just enjoy the turbo or the two props here. I don't know. I just kind of prefer the two turbo props. But that Bonanza's fun to fly, and I know the Commander is a single engine, but that looks like it might be kind of fun to zip around in. So I might have to get that in the near future. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I need to get back into some truck sim too. I need to see if my steering wheel is working. I tried to play a few months ago and I couldn't get my steering wheel to work, so I gave up and plugged back in the my flight sim setup. I've got wheel stands, so I got my racing sim / truck sim on one stand and then my flight sim on another stand, and so I just swap them out when I want to play one or the other, and I've been too busy lately and too lazy to swap them out. All I gotta do is unplug them and then plug them back in, but I'm lazy. I work 2 jobs and 6 days a week, so my one day off I don't feel like yanking gear out, plugging gear in and troubleshooting. The big part though is the troubleshooting, trying to get my steering wheel set up to work again. So I'll have to see if I can do that one day. I was thinking about doing it today, but then I was like, no, I want to fly. I want to fly this, my new airplane. Been flying this quite a bit lately, and definitely enjoy it. It's a cool aircraft. It even has ashtrays. Can I flip the ashtray open? Oh, that's something I didn't realize was there. That was noise canceling headphones. That's cool. Another cool thing is you can tap everything and see if the gauges are working. All right, let's see here. We're gonna zip out here. We are flying. I'm not seeing much scenery up ahead. I think all the scenery was back there, so I might turn back and just vector over towards the airport we took off from, just to save some time, because it looks like, I don't know, maybe I'll go that way. I don't know. It looks like there might be something up here, so maybe I don't know. I'm second guessing myself here because it looks like on the map there might be some land features here that might be cool to see. That looks cool over there too, so I don't know. I'll just stick with the plan. Although the airport looks closer, and for video length, it might be just better to take a left here and hit the airport we took off from. I don't know. It's getting dark though. I thought we were in the morning, but apparently I hit PM, so I am going to turn this way because of the scenery over here. And we're going to fly back towards the airport that we took off from, just to cut some time out and check out the scenery that is over here. So that looks pretty dull and boring that way. I came here to sightsee, so we're gonna fly over some beautiful terrain here and call it a flight. Have a little fun while we do it. Start skimming the ground a bit just to make it a little more exciting. I don't know what that is. Just a square in the middle of nowhere. Interesting. Cool thing about flying this airplane versus my helicopter is I don't get yelled at for flying too low, or get yelled at, turn left, turn left. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the Miltech Sims UH-60 Blackhawk, and there's a co-pilot that yells at you, and it scares the crap out of you. At least it does for me when I'm relaxing. I'm just chilling and having fun, flying crazy like, and all of a sudden a shrill voice pops up and yells at you. It just about gives you a heart attack. At least it gives me a heart attack. But yeah, I don't have to worry about that in this airplane, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I'm definitely coming back here in that helicopter so I can get yelled at for flying too crazy, because this would be fun to fly a helicopter through some of these canyons here. Be very fun. There is a highway. Where is my airport? It's over here somewhere. Where is the airport? There it is. There she be. Let's get ready to land, shall we? We'll get the landing lights on. And get the mixture up. Cow flaps open. Props up. I'm gonna throttle back a bit. Don't know if this runway has lights, but I'm gonna throw gear down here. Oh, I shouldn't throw gear down here because I'm not going slow enough. Need to throw some flaps down once I hit the 160 knots. And we'll do gear here. There's the airfield right there. That's pretty. I believe that is the runway there to my left, so I'm gonna cut in here. I'm hoping this is it. It looks like it. Maybe it's not. No, that's not it. Maybe I was headed the right way. I guess I'll do a flyover real quick and see which direction. I thought it was right here. However, that was not the runway. Where is the runway? I think I might be lost, folks. I might be lost. Am I seeing things? What's going on here? This is where I took off from. Where is the runway? What is that? Is that a glitch in the matrix that I'm looking at there? That's weird. Okay. I don't see a runway anywhere here. I'm right over. Oh, there it is. Is that a highway? I thought that was a highway. Maybe it's mixed in here somewhere. Interesting. I think I'm losing my mind. I'm right over it according to the map. Maybe this is it here. Actually, I think this might be it right here. If not, I might be a little screwed here. What the heck? It's where I flew from. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to do an emergency landing somewhere. Unless that's the air. No, that's just that's interesting. Let me zoom in a bit here. So it's off to my left. Or is it my right? My right. According to the map. Is that it there? That little... Is this it right here? We're gonna do a dive bomb here. I think this might be it. That's not it. What is going on? I should be flying right over it. Right here. Should be right here. Huh. Huh. I don't know. All I know is I'm landing. Oh, there it is, right there. That's got to be it right there. Okay, I see it now. Man. try to land now. You wouldn't think it'd be that hard to find a landing strip here, but apparently I'm blind. And it's a good thing I'm not an actual pilot. I couldn't see that. I flew over it. And I didn't even see it. All right. It's kind of a horrible approach, but this is what I'm doing. Little hot, I should go around, but I'm not gonna. Why? Because I like living on the seat of my pants. Whew. All right, I made it. I made it in one piece, and I was driving crazy, and my engines died. My engines died because I cut throttle completely, but oh well. We made it here in one piece, and I should probably kill batteries and everything since this is state saving. And I don't want to start up my next flight, everything on. And I forgot my flaps down, so I guess I'll have to remember that next time I take off. But oh well, I'm rambling on here. Thanks for flying with me. It's been a pleasure. Be sure to like and subscribe if you watched the full video and you get to this point. Like that video. It helps me in the algorithm and keeps me from getting buried in the nether. But anyways, y'all have a great week or weekend, whatever you have. Stay safe and Godspeed. Look at that. There's little daisies and dandelions there. So you can see I get sidetracked by little details that are everywhere. All right, I'm done. Take care, everybody.